Alright, so we're going to go ahead with the strip wash once again. This is the second test I'm going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and test it against the protection products that I have from Adams. So what I've already done is I've already had polished out the hood, and I used Rupa's ceramic fine polish, and I used Autopia paint prep to strip the polishing oils, and I've already prepped the hood. So on the left hand side we have garden gloss, so I'm going to apply that on there. Liquid paint sealant, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the scoop there. Nothing in the middle. We're going to go ahead and put Americana on the third scoop here, the second scoop I should say, and then we're going to go ahead and put Patriot wax on there. So stay tuned. I'm going to just go ahead and apply these. I'm going to go ahead and let them sit overnight, and then we'll come back tomorrow and I'll go ahead and do a water test on there and see how they behave prior to using the strip wash. So I'm just going to go ahead and let them sit overnight, let them cure, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, so this is the second part of the video, Adams strip wash. This is a brand new product. So we'll turn around, look at the directions on the bottle, and there you go. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and just use it in a bucket. I'm not going to bust out the foam gun or a foam cannon. So as you can see, I got the bucket full already. I just got my hose ready, and the test subjects are on my hood. Put the bottle down real quick. So on the furthest part here we have H2O Guard Gloss. Here we have Adams liquid paint sealant. There's nothing here, so that's just gonna be the control point. Here's Adams Americana, and here's Adams Patriot wax. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna go ahead and mist the surface, show the beading, I'll come back and then I'll just show how each product is beading, and then I'll just go ahead and wash it once. I did have a review on the forum, and it was taken down because the review I had done showed that it did not strip a optimum car wax, which is on here, so it was taken off. If I show you the bottle again, you know, it says it's concentrated soap blend. If there's any wax sealant protection, as you can clean your ride, print it for a paint correction. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. Or to start clean with a fresh layer of sealant or wax. Now when I read that line, it means that this product can remove any wax or sealant. Now a lot of guys on the forum are saying that this is primarily used to remove old wax or sealant, and nowhere on the label does it say that on here. So I just kind of want to point that out. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue on with this test, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we just went ahead and misted the surface with water, and I'm going to zoom in and kind of go in close and just show you what the beading looks like of each product. So we'll start from left to right. This is Garden Gloss. The beading looks pretty good. Now I applied this with the dry method, which in the video, you can find the video on Adams polishes. We'll move over to liquid paint sealant. Beading looks okay. Looks fine, so there's something there. Over unused bare paint. No beading. Americana. Good beading. Move over to Patriot wax. Alright, we're going to go ahead and just shower this off. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and continue on with the strip wash. Here's the bucket. Reach in there, just a regular wash mitt. I got about a couple gallons of water in here. 2.5 ounces of strip wash, and here we go. Alright, so I went over it with one pass. I'm just going to go ahead and rinse it off and see what we find out. You can see all the water came right off. So there's still something on the paint. If you go in close, Garden Gloss looks like it's still sheeting, but looks a little slower. Still clean the surface. Liquid paint sealant, again, clean the surface. And here in the center we have just nothing, just bare paint. You can just see the water just sitting there. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse off the other side. And again, looks like everything sheeted off just fine. Patriot wax looks clean. And Americana looks clean. So let me just go ahead and do one last beading shot here. I'm going to miss the surface again and show the beads. Alright, so I just went ahead and just use the mist setting again, and we're going to go and look at each one more time. Just see the beading on the thing, because we'll just take a look and see what it does. The Garden Gloss beads look like they're not as tight as they were, but it's still beading. Liquid paint sealant beading still looks good. Looks like it's untouched. Here's the center with no protection on there. Yeah, there's no beading there. And we'll move over to Americana. Again, beading looks good. Still product on there. And we go to Patriot Wax. Beading looks like it's weakened a little bit. So that's with one pass of strip wash, and you can see that it did not do much for product that's sat overnight. So everything's cured for 12, 15 hours, somewhere around there. So I'm going to go ahead and do a second pass with strip wash and see if it'll remove that as well. Alright, okay, so I'm back. Went ahead and just did another application of strip wash on here, and I'm going to go ahead and rinse it off and see what we see. Patriot looks like it sheeted off okay. Americana also sheeted off okay. Again, that's my control spot. There's nothing there. Liquid paint sealant, again, look like it's weakened quite a bit, but still sheeted off. And here's the last one, which is Garden Gloss, and this one looks like it might be done for. But again, this was applied with the dry method. Alright, final results. I'm going to go in one last time. So this side had H2O Guard Gloss. Yeah, you can see like this one looks like it's been stripped off. This with 2 passes of strip wash. We move over to liquid paint sealant. This one looks like it's still hanging in there. Move over to my control thing. We see there's no water behavior there. Go over to Americana paste wax. This one looks like it's still hanging in there. And then move over to Patriot wax. And this one looks like it's still hanging in there. Again, that's 2 passes of Adams strip wash. As you can see, it did not remove any wax or sealant, and this is their own product sealants and waxes.